something fascinating about live television. No matter how famous someone is, no matter how media trained they claim to be, put them in a chair under bright studio lights, in front of a live audience, and eventually, something slips. And when it comes to unpredictable interviews, nobody did it quite like Conan O'Brien. For years, Conan created a space where celebrities felt comfortable, maybe a little too comfortable, because sometimes that comfort turned into oversharing, into awkward confessions, into moments that made the audience laugh, and then immediately question what they just heard. Tonight, we're diving into some of the strangest, most uncomfortable, and unexpectedly revealing moments from celebrity interviews that left viewers stunned. Let's begin. Part 1. When the joke crossed the line. Late-night shows are built on humor. Guests come prepared with funny stories, clever punchlines, safe anecdotes, but every now and then, a celebrity tries to push the boundary. And instead of laughter, there's that split second of silence. You can almost feel it through the screen. The audience hesitates. Conan freezes for half a second, that classic wide-eyed look. Then he quickly pivots. That's the magic of live comedy. There's no edit button. Sometimes celebrities lean into shock humor, thinking edgy equals funny. But when a joke becomes too personal, too strange, or just oddly specific, the energy shifts. And Conan, being the master improviser that he is, usually rescues the moment with sarcasm or self-deprecating humor. But even then, you can tell something unexpected just happened. And that tension, that's what makes people replay the clip again and again. Part 2. The oversharing spiral. There's a pattern you start to notice in long-form interviews. A celebrity starts with a normal story. It's harmless, it's relatable, but then they add one extra detail, then another, and suddenly, we're way deeper than we expected to go. Some guests have admitted to strange habits, others have described deeply personal experiences that probably should have stayed private. And Conan, instead of shutting it down, gently encourages it. He leans forward, raises an eyebrow, asks one more follow-up question, and just like that, the story spirals. What makes it even more uncomfortable is that sometimes the guest realizes mid-sentence that they've gone too far. You can see it in their face, that flicker of regret. But by then, it's live. The audience laughs nervously, Conan smiles awkwardly, and viewers at home are thinking, did we really just hear that? That raw unpredictability is rare in today's polished media world, which is exactly why it spreads online. Part 3. Flirting, ego, and power dynamics. Late-night interviews often include playful flirting. It's part of the formula, but occasionally it goes somewhere strange. Some celebrities leaned heavily into exaggerated confidence, making comments that felt less like jokes and more like genuine ego. Others attempted awkward flirting that didn't quite land, and Conan's reactions are priceless. He often responds by pretending to be intimidated, or by flipping the joke back on himself. But there are moments where even he seems surprised. The humor works best when both people are in on it. When that balance shifts, when one side pushes too far, the vibe changes instantly, and audiences can feel that. It's subtle but powerful, and again, it makes for viral content, because viewers love analyzing body language. That half smile, that uncomfortable laugh, that quick subject change, it tells a story beyond the words. Part 4. The accidental confessions. Some of the most replayed moments on Conan's show weren't jokes at all. They were admissions, strange habits, weird routines, odd preferences. Things that once spoken aloud made everyone pause. Sometimes celebrities speak before thinking. They get caught up in the energy of the crowd. They try to be entertaining, and suddenly they reveal something deeply odd. Conan rarely reacts with judgment. Instead, he amplifies it, repeats it slowly, lets the audience absorb it, which somehow makes it 10 times funnier and 10 times more uncomfortable. That silence after a strange confession, that's where the magic lives. Part 5. Why Conan was the perfect host. Here's the real reason these moments worked. Conan understood discomfort. He built his comedy on awkwardness, on self-awareness, on stretching a weird moment just long enough to make it hilarious, but not cruel. He never attacked his guests. He never truly embarrassed them. Instead, he created a safe space where weirdness could surface naturally. And when it did, he turned it into comedy gold. Why these clips explode online. In today's world of media training and scripted interviews, authenticity stands out. Even awkward authenticity. People are tired of robotic PR answers. They want real reactions, unfiltered moments, human mistakes. And that's exactly what these interviews delivered. That's why they trend. That's why they resurface years later. Because awkward honesty is timeless. Part 6. When Conan Turned the Tables. One thing longtime viewers noticed about Conan O'Brien is that he almost never let a moment stay uncomfortable for too long. If a guest said something strange, if a story suddenly went in a direction nobody expected, Conan had a habit of flipping the situation entirely. Instead of confronting the awkwardness directly, he'd exaggerate it. He might repeat the celebrity's statement slowly, or act as if the confession was completely normal, while giving that unmistakable wide-eyed look to the audience. Sometimes he would even make himself the punchline. He'd pretend the weird habit sounded like something he personally does every day, or joke that the audience should be more concerned about his behavior instead. And suddenly, the tension disappears. That's what made Conan such a brilliant interviewer. He didn't shut down awkward moments. He transformed them. Instead of embarrassment, the moment became shared comedy between the guest, the audience, and the viewers at home. But occasionally, even Conan couldn't fully predict where things were going. And that's when the most unforgettable moments happened. Part 7. The Internet Never Forgets. Years ago, these interviews aired once on television. If you missed the episode, that moment might disappear forever. But the internet changed everything. Clips from shows like Late Night with Conan O'Brien and Conan now live permanently online. And when a strange, awkward, or hilarious moment surfaces, it spreads fast. Within hours, millions of people are analyzing the clip. Viewers pause the video to study facial expressions. They replay the moment when the audience gasped. They debate whether the celebrity meant what they said. Sometimes the clip becomes more famous than the interview itself. A single awkward confession can turn into a meme. A reaction shot from Conan can become a GIF shared across the internet. And years later, new viewers discover the moment as if it just happened yesterday. Because on the internet, nothing truly disappears, especially when it's weird. Final thought. Looking back, these interviews weren't just funny, they were unpredictable. They showed what happens when celebrities step outside the carefully controlled world of PR answers and polished sound bites. And with a host like Conan O'Brien guiding the conversation, even the strangest confession could turn into unforgettable television. Because sometimes, the most uncomfortable moments are the ones people remember the longest. Outro. At the end of the day, these moments remind us of something simple. Celebrities aren't perfect. They overshare, they miscalculate, they say things that sound better in their head than out loud. And thanks to Conan's quick wit and fearless interviewing style, and that we got to witness it all. Which moment surprised you the most? Let me know below. And if you enjoy deep dives into unexpected celebrity moments, don't forget to subscribe. Because sometimes, the most uncomfortable interviews make the best stories.